IPL, yay! Paytm trophy.
The IPL also sad for me, man. Like,
Stop it now. All right, Manoj. Yet again, we are the chokers now. Official chokers. I think
yes.
today only I was thinking, the official thing today I had added. Now you can
Right.
directly like add under Team India, real officially chokers after like sixth
Okay.
or seventh consecutive, choking in a big ICC tournament.
I'm saying this as an RCB fan, but we are officially the RCB of world cricket.
No, dude. From yesterday itself, I was
Hmm.
so like
Right?
anxious about this match
Anxious, yeah.
because I
Yeah.
don't like because I know they'll gonna screw this up. Like in the
Yeah.
morning, I told my father today is the match, and he's like, I'm like, oh shit. But when Dhoni was there, it was like how we will win
Yeah.
this time. How we will win,
Yeah.
right? Now with after him, right? It's like how we will lose this time. That's what I'm thinking. And to lose like 10 wickets, dude.
Yeah, that was
Like not even coming.
like
There was not even I think maybe that catch dropped by Surya Kumar. That was too difficult.
but that was like in the end, like the match was already over by
Yeah,
then. It
yeah,
was
but
like
at least one moment. I remember the
yeah,
Pakistan one we lost 10 wickets last
yeah.
World
That
Cup.
was
That was like this. There was
a
not even
group
a
stage match.
single point.
Yeah, that's true, but that was a group stage match. So you're like, okay, like you can, even though it's against Pakistan, I agree, but you're like, okay. But a semi-final, a knockout, you're like it should be like neck and neck. They should be struggling and everything. And here I'm saying that Bhunesh was like trying to swing, and Butler is just like six, and we were like
I
struggling.
I totally. I don't know what they were doing. What was the point of bringing Pant ahead?
See,
Like you're
I
getting
have so
swing.
many
You're
thoughts.
getting swing. Just I think they were trying too much. They were trying too much to get a
Probably,
wicket. Just stick to
yeah,
your basics first. If the basics are not working, then try something different.
true, true,
First,
true.
only you are letting go of what you are good at, and then you have to
Yeah.
bowl according to the field and what you're trying, unnecessary plans, and just all backfired.
True, true, true. Like, dude, the bowling was abysmal. Like, in the 10th over, Hardik Pandya came into the attack and he bowled an over. It was 7 runs. And the commentator was like, this is the most economical over in this inning. I'm like, shit.
I think I think until Akshar's over, right? I think 13th or 14th,
Hmm.
every over went for more than seven. Until that point,
Right?
I think
Yeah,
his
yeah,
over
yeah.
went for 4 or 5 something.
Because they got tired.
Man,
They're like,
like
let's take a break.
it just
Like, see, there was so much. Like, let's first talk about the batting. Then we'll come to the bowling.
yeah.
The batting. Okay, so I have so many questions now. Okay, KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma not in form. They are not hitting. Nothing is happening. It has not been happening since the start of the World Cup. Fine. Okay. What my question is, you brought in Pant, okay,
Yeah.
into the 11, and so this is just like my observation or my suggestion. Okay, I'm not a cricket expert, but I'm just saying you brought in Pant. You're saying that, and there were like reports saying that because Adil Rashid is in the team and he's a spinner, so you brought in Pant so that you can negate that. And Dinesh Karthik is a little bit weak against spin. We kind of know that. So they said that Adil Rashid will be bowling the middle overs, so let's get in Pant. Now, I'm just a normal person. I looked at Crick Bus and I looked at the previous matches that England played. Okay, and in most of the matches, the fifth over is bowled by Adil Rashid. Okay, now we lost the wicket in the end of the second over. Okay,
Yeah.
and historically our power plays has been very bad. Okay, we are not scoring much. My question is, when you lost KL Rahul's wicket at the end of the second over, and you know that Kohli is more good at stabilizing the innings and getting it going, but he's not the guy who would just accelerate and get the power play more. Why couldn't you bring in Pant, knowing that Adil Rashid will most probably be bowling the fifth over? That's their plan. If you look at England's previous matches against Sri Lanka everywhere, Adil Rashid was bowling the fifth over. I'm like, bring in Pant. Like you anyway, Pant can't do anything down the order. You put him at number 7, he's not going to do jack shit. And today also he just hit one boundary and then he sacrificed his wicket. Like he can't even run that quickly between the wickets. So I'm like, you send him at number 3, you give him that pitch hitter role. You just say go for it, express yourself. Just go. Don't worry if you lose your wicket because you're losing that.
Ah.
Why not try that?
See, I think what your question is leading to, right? Like I have my own answers to why not that, because he doesn't have experience in the World Cup yet. I think that's why Hardik Pandya was sent before him. Like he could have come before Hardik Pandya.
That was again fine. Hardik
Yeah.
Pandya was,
But your
but I
point, I
just
think
felt
it's
like
just it's not the intent they showed throughout the World
that was
Cup. Because after last World Cup, they said we have to change our approach for T20. We have to go
yeah.
hard. Doesn't matter if a wicket falls, we don't care. We have to just go keep
Yeah,
hitting.
yeah, yeah. If
They
you
do that
get
for a
all out at
year.
80 also, it's
Yeah,
fine.
they do that for a year. They're successful. They're winning. They're winning all the bilateral series. And then you come to World Cup and then you abandon it because our
That's
openers
true.
need time. What time? You're literally trying to save your spot in the team. You're not trying to
That's
play for the
true, man.
country. That's the big issue.
Like Rohit Sharma till the build of the World Cup, even in the first few months of the World Cup, he was going at it.
Yeah.
Like I felt like it was not his natural game, but still he was just going at it right from ball
That's
number
his
one.
job. Like
But
I'm okay with Rohit's dismissal. At least he was trying. He was literally trying to hit balls, but it was not like I think even the experts said the pitch was supporting the
a
ballers
little bit slow
at that time. But he was still trying to do it. What KL Rahul is doing? Just because he hit a 50, that's it. Done. You're done. Your spot is same. Like you have to at least show it. Hit 10 runs, but in 2 balls. And then get out.
True.
I don't care.
That's true.
You don't take 10, 20 balls and then don't score anything and then just go.
See, when he used to play for Lucknow Super Giants in the IPL, he used to do something similar. Okay, he used to
now boycott IPL is trending.
I don't care. I'm just saying his technique. He used to bat slow because you could say, okay, he has a lot of responsibility. He's the captain of the side. He has to play till the end. But here I'm like, why are you so scared? Like people are there. Virat is there. He will manage it. If you lose 2-3 wickets from the start, he will manage. He'll rotate the strike. He'll take it till the 15th over, and then you have Hardik Pandya. You have people who can hit it. You don't need to worry. You can just go for it. But unfortunately, he's not going. And many people were saying that you can't have this top three. Like you can't have Rohit, Rahul, and Virat in the top three because it's a little bit similar. And I also agreed. I think I even told you that maybe we should try Rishabh Pant as an opener. Because under 19 also
they did that also before, in a match,
but
2
they
matches.
just gave him 2 matches,
Yeah.
and then they were like, okay, done. And then Rohit Sharma was giving Surya Kumar for opening. I'm like, why? Like it's not required. Like you continue with Pant, right?
Like even I think in one of the matches they played Deepak Hooda, right?
Yeah.
And he got out. And in that match, I think, like, why bring him? Because he could bowl, but then you didn't use him to bowl. So then at least instead of that, you would have brought Pant there.
So they, I think they had Pant in that.
No,
I think they bought.
I think
Pant.
the next after Pakistan, the one they played with Netherlands, I think. Netherlands.
No, I think it was against South Africa because the bowling people were
Pandya
expecting
was
it to
not
swing.
there. Pandya was not there.
Pandya was maybe
not episode. That match.
No, I know against South Africa they I think dropped Akshar and they put Hooda instead of him to strengthen
because there were
too
many left-handers. Yeah, got it.
Yeah, to strengthen the batting, but they still ended up with 130, and that was because of Surya Kumar playing some insane innings. Or that also.
Today I literally felt that remove Pandya's innings, right?
Gone.
We are what?
120
something.
130 max.
He says 60 something, right? So we 68. So 108 only.
But I'm just if you expect when Virat went, if followingly Pandya also had gone, then definitely we would have ended up with 120 or 130.
So so at least you were trying to hit and then getting out, makes sense in a T20 match. Not like take 20-30 balls and then don't score anything. Like for even Kohli, right? Like he was in a tough situation. But only like 50 on 40 is not acceptable in a T20 match.
I mean, I'm saying this as being a big Kohli fan, and I know that, like based on his game plan, I know that he would have accelerated if that was a little unlucky.
For this one, you cannot blame him. But he got that Pakistan match, dude. The Pakistan match and the Bangladesh match. We could have lost.
We were out of those matches. We were literally dead.
We were like, we could have been not even qualified again.
Yeah, he literally
and I think
revived.
This semi-final loss just shows you the issues.
Yeah.
But okay, looking forward.
Looking forward.
What do you think?
See, first of all, I think this is what I think. T20 is a completely different animal when you compare with ODIs and Test.
Yep.
That is, I think T20s is a very dynamic game. You have to keep hitting those runs. You have to keep you have to bring in all those strategies in. I remember Ian Morgan. He used to have an analyst in the dressing room, and the analyst used to give him quotes of what bowlers to pick. so that he knows which matchups to use. And many people used to criticize him then, Ian Morgan, but I used to be like, no, the game is changing. The T20 game is definitely going in that direction. Like, we have to use stuff like retired out, stuff like that, like where a batsman, if he can't get going, he should retire out. And when you have a team with so many superstars, you can't do it. Like it's not like Rohit Sharma is not going, he'll retire out himself. That won't happen because they have that belief that they can stay and do. But I think the coach's role becomes more important. My point is, Rahul Dravid is a great player, and I think he's a pretty good coach. But for a T20 setup, you need people who are well versed with the game, who has maybe played T20s and stuff like that, who understands how the game is sort of going ahead. And that's not just with the coach; that's even with the selection committee. The selection committee also, like, they need to be aware that this is a very dynamic game. And what my suggestion is, you put what I'm saying is, like, let Rohit be in the test and ODI stuff, but I feel in T20, do what you did in 2007, bring in a very young team, maybe make Hardik Pandya the captain. Maybe you can have Virat Kohli for the next 1 or 2 years. I don't know how many T20s they're playing.
I think even Gavaskar said that we may hear some retirement kind
quick
of thing. I don't think from Kohli. Maybe for T20, like I think he should not. Like, I think just play. Just, you don't have to stay.
I think you need.
I think they're anyway not playing the senior players for any T20 because you have to focus on Test and ODIs. Yeah. So and I think that New Zealand team they have chosen, it's all like, young. I think a Pandya, Suryakumar Yadav is there. Yeah. Maybe bowlers, Arshdeep is there, and mostly it's new batch. So I think they should true. Like they didn't play Chahal.
Oh my god!
Like last World Cup, everyone said you have to play a wrist spinner. You cannot play a match without wrist spinner. Okay.
Yeah.
1 year they play Chahal. Every match he plays.
That is.
He's taking wickets, and all of that. And then when it comes to the World Cup, you didn't even give him a. Why? Because you need one more extra batsman. Like, come on.
It's the same thing with Dinesh Karthik, right? Like, you backed him throughout. Before that, you're like, he's a wicketkeeper, he's the finisher, the role is
finisher. He played 4 games.
He played, but yeah.
See, I think again we didn't reach the point where his role is like that, Not every time he'll get batting, or every time he gets batting, he cannot hit runs, So it's like...
No, but I see, okay, I just want to say that I sort of understand why they brought Pant in, because I said they wanted to counter the spinner and stuff like that. So I understand why they brought Pant in. But, like, the other, like, dude, like, I understand Jadeja is not there. And Jadeja not being there has really, completely ruined the team combination, because that earlier you had that very strong number 7 batsman, number 6, number 7 batsman, and now you have Akshar Patel, who is not he's not a bad batsman, but he's not in that level. He's not in that league of playing. And I thought maybe today they could have taken that gamble. You're anyway playing Pant. You anyway are playing one batter stronger. Then you drop Akshar and you bring in Chahal. You will have to play Ashwin at number 7. But today also Ashwin only came before Akshar, right? So then what's the point of Akshar Patel? You already have a left-hander in
like, I don't know, man. Like, like team management, team selection, captaincy at some moment. I don't think bowling has any issue. Like, bowling they could have chosen a better selection, so the bowling could have been much better. But bowling throughout, not having our main bowler Bumrah, they still did really well. In today's match, I'll blame the batsman and the captaincy.
That's very usually I like Rohit Sharma as a captain. Usually his bowling changes are on point. But today, like, when he brought an Akshar in the power play, I was like...
No, that was I felt that was a good move. But you took too long to, like, you gave away like 3 fours in the first over, and then 2, like, they were, I think, 23 in 2 overs.
But like Akshar bowled his entire... He bowled like what, 2-3 overs today, right?
Yeah.
But
he bowls in, like, I didn't find any issue. He bowls in power play. I think Adil Rashid also bowled, right?
Adil Rashid bowled the 5th over, but see, Adil Rashid is a very different kind of, like, spinner. Like, he's a wrist spinner, and like Adil Rashid's record in, like, Akshar Patel's record in India, it's amazing. But I would say, like, in Australia, like, Adil Rashid was like their main spinner, but Akshar Patel was not.
You cannot win a match without a wicket-taking bowler. That is Chahal. Chahal is not a bowler you bring in to save runs. You bring Ashwin for that.
You bring him, I feel like Ashwin Chahal would have been
and Jadeja was also that, like before, like Dhoni's era, he used to take wickets, both Ashwin and Jadeja, but then later they became like they
Defensive
quick
bowlers.
overs, and and if they can
True, true.
get wicket, great, but stop the runs, stop the flow.
Like if they had Ashwin and Chahal, it would have made sense.
Yeah,
Like if Jadeja was there, then Ashwin wouldn't have been there. They would have played Jadeja and Chahal.
I think if they could have bring in Harshal Patel, right, but then instead of which pacer,
you can't
you cannot drop Arshdeep. Shami is good. He brings the speed, and then Bhuvneshwar has done well in the I think
power play.
They said that his power play overs throughout till this match he gave only 6 runs.
Yeah,
and he maximum this maiden overs.
Yeah.
So he was doing good. So who do you drop in the pacer option to bring in Chahal, and you have the still have
drop
that?
Anyone.
Like
you have to see. They had to take a gamble. They had to drop an Akshar Patel and bring in.
You still have batting till Ashwin, right?
You
just that 4 players 7. Then Chahal cannot bat at all. Then Bhuvneshwar little bit, and then it's over. The tail is there's
and
nothing.
See, Akshar also has not done anything like extraordinary in the tournament yet. So you take that gamble.
Even
you're like,
before.
Okay, and Ashwin has been decent with the bat. You take that gamble. You're like, let's have batting only till 7, and see, which is not an ideal situation. Ideally, you want to have guys like Shardul Thakur and stuff like that in number 8, number 9, so that you still have people who can, swing and bat. But
oh man, just
situation itself was so
a bad day, guys. I don't know. I thought we'll just talk it out and
I have a question.
Share it.
I have a question for you. Do you think Hardik Pandya should be the next T20 captain?
Yeah.
For India.
Let's see, right? Like they did promote Pant before him.
Yeah.
And then Pant did win that to win series. Pant did win India the series, right? That 5-match series.
I think we lost.
No, we won. We've lost 2 matches. Okay. Then we won 3 matches. So and now you are promoting him. I think it makes sense to Hardik because he's senior.
No, it makes sense because he's a permanent member in the 11. Like
now, right now.
No, but even Hardik, even before when he was bowling and batting,
when they made Pant captain, Hardik had made his entry. He came back, so they couldn't make him captain directly, right? I think he was vice captain back then. So I think this makes sense. I think Pant still needs to learn a lot being a captain.
See, Pant has a long career. I'm sure that he will be
24, dude. Like my age.
He's younger than me. Like, I mean, yeah, he's actually technically my age.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's insane. Like I'm like watching these players, and when we were kids and when we used to watch it, we are like, they are older people, like but now you're like, shit, like he's actually younger than me and stuff like that. You're like, oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay. So guys, that was our rant, whatever you call it. Just wanted to share our thoughts.
It was like cricket analysis by people who know nothing.
It was, it was not shocking. It was disappointing. And then looking at the performance, like not even close. Forget close.
I just want to say,
like they were destroyed.
One thing, like I really like the fight Hardik Pandya showed.
Yeah.
Like he was the one who made it feel like, yes, this is a semi-final. Like he gave me that Dhoni vibes. Like I will stay till the end. I will try to get done.
I think
at that point of time.
Rohit Shetty. I did the Amir Khan. Rohit Sharma is that instinctive captain like Dhoni,
Yeah.
But today he was just it felt like he came prepared, prepared what to do, and nothing happened, and then just the match just went off. And I remember Dhoni, man. Like there were so many moments when there's no wicket, bowling is not working, runs are coming.
Come and take 2 wickets.
Like he would. As a wicket keeper, he would create an opportunity with a stumping, with a run out. Out of nowhere, there's not even a run out. Because of his brilliance, a run out happened, and then he brought his in main bowlers. He took more wickets. He got the game going. That's true. I feel what's missing, because I think Pant has that capability. But today was just like, they just gave in. Nothing. Like I think the first 6 overs we lost the match. India's innings.
Completely.
Power play, we lost the match.
Run a ball in our power play. They are like double digits.
To 10 overs, they were 91.
Yeah.
10 overs, we were, I think, 60.
I thought they would cross 100 in 10 overs. Luckily, I think Pandya bowled a good over or something.
Once they crossed, they crossed 100, I'm like, yeah, done. It's over. Match is done. I will even get a wicket?
After that I was like, damn sure we won't get a wicket. Like And see, do you remember 2013's Champions Trophy final? That also we played against England. And even then, it was like a 50 over thing, but I think it rained, so it got condensed
20
to
overs.
20
And
overs.
last over was bowled by Ashwin.
Ashwin, yeah. So in that match also, we were actually out of it.
And Dhoni
even in the
created
batting.
stumping. Run out something.
He created
something.
something. And then he gave the ball to Ishant Sharma, which everyone was like, that's such
I
a
remember
bad
that everyone like, why would you give his bad? And he took 2 wickets in that over.
2 wickets. See, I'm not saying that was Dhoni's, like, I'm not saying because of Dhoni he picked 2 wickets.
But just the instinction,
something about his choices really worked. And that has not happened since then.
Dude. Like Dhoni has also lost matches. 2016 World Cup.
Yeah, many.
With
all T20 World Cups.
Quarterfinal, right? It was a quarterfinal, semi-final against Australia. Like 2016 World Cup, we won every match and our ballers took 10 wickets every match. And we go into that match and bowlers get shattered. They hit 350 something, and then we just outnumbered, lost totally.
And I think got a run out, right? That was his last match.
2016. I think it was a semi-final.
No, maybe.
It was in Australia only. 2016 Australia only. Australia won that World Cup.
We should avoid saying the year and thing when we are not sure.
2016 or 2015?
No, it's
the one day World Cup I'm talking about.
It was 2017, I think.
No,
2016 was T20 World Cup, it's
not 17.
That I remember.
17 Dhoni was not captain.
14 maybe? 14 was a T20.
2011.
15, 2015.
Yeah, 15, right? Yeah, that was 11, 12, 15, yeah. The 2019 semi-final loss. So okay, let it be. I'm done. Done, guys. Done. IPL, yay! Paytm trophy.
IPL also sad for me, man. Like,
stop it now. We are done, guys. That's it. Thank you. Bye.